Welcome back, guys. Action-packed episode, so no messing around. What are we going to cover in this episode? I'm going to show you the nighttime stuff first. Then we're going to put in... I'm going to show you the changes that I've made to the coaster. And then we're going to put in a couple of big set pieces. And then we're going to have another ride on this coaster because I've got a big surprise for you, which is waiting inside this tunnel. All that coming up. Right, before I show you the nighttime as it is now and the lighting that I've done, I want to show you the lighting as it was before I made the changes. And like I said, I spent about 5 hours doing the lighting. So I want to show you what it was like before. Okay, so here's how it was, right, before I made the lighting changes. Now, obviously, I've got to have the game paused because I'm on one of the maps where nighttime only lasts about 2 seconds. I'm hoping that's going to change at some point, but we'll see. So, what are the points I want to make? Okay, well, you might look at this and go, yeah, well, it's okay. You know, it's okay. But if we take a look at the statue, the statue is way too brightly lit. You don't really see any detail to it. It's like the reflections on the hamburger sign are like way too bright. You can't read the signs properly. This building, yeah, you can kind of see this part down here, but this is all dark and not lit. These areas, okay, yeah, you got the fire, right, and you've got that kind of like that one barrel. But you can't really see the detail that's going on. And the same over here. You know, okay, you've got this barrel spotlighted, this barrel spotlighted. But like you can't see any of this stuff, right? This is all just dark and in shadows and kind of useless. And then if we go back over here, right? Okay, yeah. At first glance, you go, oh, yeah, it's got lots of nice lights on it. But, like, it's all dark. I mean, apart from these little lanterns and the lantern strings, everything's dark. You can't see anything. You can't see the crest up there. You can't see anything that's going on. You can't see the friezes that are on the back walls or anything like that. You can't see the underside at all, right? And this thing is kind of dull. It's not lit, you can't really see anything. Right, now let's take a look, right, at when the lighting is done properly. So I'm going to leave you with a look at the statue first, because that's where we can... Oh, one thing I want to point out. Look at this. You get lens flare. How freaking cool is that? That you actually get lens flare from the spotlights. I think when I spotted that, it was like, oh my god, that is so cool. Alright, so I want you to let's just start about here. So remember the statue, like his head's dark and then the rest is like ridiculously bright and it just doesn't catch the eye. Right, let's go and look at what it looks like now. And here it is lit properly. And as you can see, there is quite a difference. Quite a difference. So, for example, the statue, you can see it's evenly lit. You can see every detail on it. And I'm going to talk to you about like how you achieve these effects in a second, because I want to show you everything first. And now look at these areas, right? Now, remember all this was just dark and you couldn't see anything, and now you can see all the individual details. Everything's properly lit. You can see the boat properly. You can see all the cargo and the cannons, and you can see all this stuff on the back wall properly. And the same over here, like even in the right at the back, you can still see every detail of what's going on. And then over here, the main building, the cannons are well lit. The whole building is like much better lit. You can see the gilded crest on the front of the building properly. And also, one thing I didn't mention is the lighting on the paths. The paths were like pretty dark, and now by adding a lot more of these street lights and whatever, they're much better lit. And then if we go around, and again, I didn't mention the pirate sign. You couldn't see the pirate sign. It was just dark. But now it's completely visible. It's completely lit. And then if we go to the back of the building... not much of a difference, is there? Oh my lord. Now that is properly lit. You can see all of the, the interior. You can see the friezes that I've got on the back walls. And then if we come down here, you can see that you can see all the stanchions properly. Now, these statues and whatever, I haven't lit those yet, so all of this I've got to come down and kind of do the lighting on. And you can see the difference, like, when you haven't lit it, like, everything's dull, everything's dark, you can't see properly. But when you, and that's overly bright, right? That's too brightly lit. And it's all about the positioning of spotlights. Oh, and look down here. We've got a mixture of yellow and green spots down here throwing up onto the underside so you can actually see the underside of the building properly. And you can see I've got a bank of spots over here which are lighting this part of the front part of the building. And then inside we've got a whole array of yellow spots lighting the inside, and the same up on the top floor. There's actually a mixture of yellow and white. And I did try some other colours, which actually didn't look too bad. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to save those because I want this to be fairly neutral. So I stayed with like yellow and white. And when we get down into the more spooky, scary part of the pirate world, then we'll be using other colours, which are going to make it more scary and spooky. We'll be using reds and purples and stuff like that. So yeah. So, and you can see, like, I've lit these palms up on the edge of the cliff, so that you actually get, a bit of definition to the place. And you can see these paths are nicely well lit. And there are, if I go up here, like, I don't know if you can see them all, but there are lots and lots of lights. There are spots all over the place. Now, let's talk about this statue, okay? How did I get this statue to light like this and get, like, so that you can see, like all the detail perfectly? Well, what I've got some blue spots, right, close in, okay? And these blue spots, I think there's I don't know, there's like, 6 or 8 blue spots down there lighting this. And they throw this slightly darker light, this blue light, onto everything, right? And then, on the outer circle, I've placed the white spots. And then the white spots light it, and you get like the shadows created by the blue spots, and then the white spots light it up. And it makes a hell of a difference. If I get rid of like some of these, you see how that changes it, like, quite dramatically. You get rid of those, and then, like, that's if it's just lit with blue. Okay, adding those in. Let me add those back in. Quick Control Z. Boom, boom, and suddenly you see the difference. So it's kind of like stage lighting. It's a particular talent, one that I certainly don't have. I mean, I'm doing my best, but if you got somebody who really knew what they were doing, they'd probably light this out even like a hell of a lot better. Getting these details like this, like these barrels and these sacks down here, right? It's just a case of like putting a light source near them. So one of these little lanterns or something. And if I get rid of that, again, you'll see, you get rid of that and then there's just nothing. pop a lantern on there, and suddenly you get the highlights. So there you go. That's why I've added like all these little lanterns and these bamboo torches. And these bamboo torches are very versatile because you can have them at all kinds of different heights. All right, so like by the side of a path, if I pull them up, where's my bamboo? Here we go. If you have them by the side of a path, you can have them like nice and tall, or if you want to use them in this kind of setting, just hit the shift key, drag them down, and you can have them like really small. I mean, you can hide them inside kind of like pretty much anything. So for example, if you wanted to light up the top of this post, if we get this over like somewhere round about where we want it, there it is. So we want to just bury it inside there and just stick it out the top like that. And you could just have a little flame sticking out of the top. Now, it won't light until you actually press pause and unpause the game. But if we go down here, there's loads of these torches around. You can see they've got this nice little flame on top. And I'm so impressed with the flames. If you haven't noticed, if you go down and you watch flames, like when it's actually running, you get a heat haze from it. It's incredible. The attention to detail is just staggering. So my tip for this video is play around with the lighting, play around with spots, and just by angling them slightly. Like if you have it like full onto something, it'll often be too bright. If you just take it back a bit, distance it, and maybe just angle it slightly. So there you go. That's that. That's the lightning. Lightning. That's the lighting. And I'm not going to say any more about it. And we're going to move on, and we're going to put some stuff in. Okay, let's take it off pause, and it'll be daylight. Oh, bang! And it's daylight in a second. Such a shame that I can't show you it with people wandering around. But I'm really hoping that that's going to get changed. Oh, there's the coaster going into there. Okay, what changes have I made to the coaster? I've gone around the entire track and smoothed it so that the ride is a lot smoother. It's more gentle curves and whatever. And then the changes to the track. Now, do you remember this this Cobra loop? It came through here and then came up over the top of the loop, then came down here, and then there was a back-braking turn down into the hole. Well, what I've done now is it comes out of the Cobra loop, and then there's just a gentle bank into a loop to take a little bit of speed off, and then there's a fairly gentle curve coming round here, and then it goes down into the hole. So it's just a lot more pleasant, and it's a lot more fun, and it's just like a lot smoother. So that was one kind of big change. The other really big change was over here. Do you remember we came up out of this long tunnel that runs all the way through here, and then we came up here, and then there was just a chain taking us up to here. Well, all that's changed because I wanted to get rid of like having all of these big supports like running right through the middle of here. It didn't really look that great, and I've actually reworked all of the paths over here so that the supports are much smaller, just climbing up the side of the cliff. And now, yeah, it just goes a nice loop around here up to here, and then it's a much shorter chain. The cars are unpowered all the way up to here, and then there's just a short chain, and then it glides into the station. And I did think about maybe doing something, and I'm sure that I will make changes to this. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. And you can see it just gets to the chain and then gets picked up and taken up. Awesome. We'll have a ride on that at the end. Okay, so that's the changes that I made to that. I've made changes to a lot of the parts. I've put this little island in here, and I've put that in for a very good reason. And we'll do that now. But I've got 2 big set pieces that I want to do, so we'll do this quickly. What I wanted to put in here was just a little set piece. I'm going to put a fountain in the middle, boom, which fits perfectly, and I didn't even intend that, but it just absolutely fits beautifully. And then we're going to put in, if I go to signs, we're going to put in King Coaster. And we're just going to plop him, boom, in the centre. Very, very nice. And then people can see him when they're riding the hammer ride. Very cool. And I might end up putting, like, some shops around this and actually develop this into a bit of a complex. We will see. We will see. I haven't quite decided on that. One thing that I have decided on is there is going to be a huge fortress down here, and it's actually going to cross this this gorge down here. It's going to be a huge pirate fortress down here, and then there's going to be a whole like village around it and all the rest of it. And this part of the roller coaster here, this is probably going to change, because once I've got the fortress in, I'll probably run this like into the fortress in some way, but we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see. Now, pirate boat. Pirate boat's running. We haven't seen that yet. Now, there's a few people wandering around. If I see that get going, I want to show you that, because there's the attention to detail on this is insane, and it just shows you like how much attention to detail there is, like in general in the game. But you guys are already sold on this, I know. Right. So, a couple of set pieces we're going to do. Which one should we do first? Let's do this one down here. Now, I've sorted this bit of track out in anticipation. So this comes out here, and then I've given it quite a steep drop. This actually was a much shallower drop into here. It just kind of went straight into this hole down here. But I've actually changed it to a steep drop because I want a little flat bit, because we're going to have a set piece in here. And what's this set piece going to be? It's going to be a pirate... Oh, there he goes. It's going to be a pirate naval battle. Oh, yeah. 2 great big galleons firing broadsides at each other, and the coaster's going to go right in between them. How... Is that a cool idea, or what? Right, so, what do I want? I want the pirate galleon. Where the hell's the pirate galleon? Is it in buildings? I think it's in buildings. No, it's not. It's a scenery. It's proper in here. Where the hell is it gone? Oh, there it is. The Grand Galleon. Now, this is big. I love this thing. One thing about this game, like, they don't skimp on the scale of things, and I love that. So, we want this probably about there, and we just want to sink it down a little bit, like that, probably about there. And then we're going to spin it around, and maybe, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe just a little fraction more, like that. Yeah, maybe even a fraction more. Right, we'll sink it down a little bit again. Boom. Okay, so we've got our 2 galleons that are going to be firing broadsides at each other. But the only problem is the cannons on these boats don't fire. These are not animated. So we're going to have to create our own. And this is not going to be perfect, but it's having said that, it's not going to be bad either. So where are we? Here we go. Our wall-mounted cannon. So what we're going to do now, this one will go in like pretty well. So what we want to do is grab. Let's see. We want the shift key. to move it backwards. And what we want to do is sink it behind there so that we've got the door opening. But we need to get the door lined up with the door on there. There we go. That's better. Right. Let's bang these other ones in quickly. What was I doing? Where was it? Scenery? No, it's buildings, wasn't it? Cannon. Yeah, here we go. And once you kind of get the idea of where you're putting them, there we go. And this one, yeah, that's good. Okay, so we got one set of broadsides going. How cool is it going to be going through the middle of these? I hope it's going to be cool. So now all we've got to do is put the ones on the other side. So, right, so we've got our little war going on. Sailing through the middle of a naval battle. That's going to be cool, isn't it? Going through. Here we go. Here comes the coaster. Whoa! That should be sweet. Because you'll be able to see the galleons, and then right at the last minute you're going to be going through the middle of the cannon fire. Oh, loving it. Loving it. Alright, so that's one set piece. Next set piece. Now, I'm going to, probably, dress this up in some way. Put in... I'll probably end up putting, I don't know, palm trees and stuff to cover up the ground or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then, right, what's the... Oh, yeah. Over here. Now, I'm going to put this in and see how it looks. And then I may tinker around. I might take this road and put it round the back of... Well, but you'll see. You'll see. So we're going to go to scenery. And we're putting in the Kraken. Because I thought it would be kind of cool... It would be kind of cool for the coaster to be going by, and then this does what is it? Which is the film studio where Jaws. So, I don't know where it is, but I can't remember anyway. So I'm thinking we want to kind of turn it around. See, it's kind of sprays that out, which is very, very cool. So we want to sink this bad boy down into here. No, we don't want to rotate him. I want to sink him down. So we want to sink him down. We want him just below ground level. So he pops up. Oh, very nice. That's where we want him. Oh, that is pretty much perfect. Come on, give us a roar. Give us a roar. Oi, wake up. Oi, ugly. Rawr. Oh, imagine that just as the coaster's coming by. Brilliant. Right, okay, so we've got him in. Rawr. Yes, very good. And we're going to put in some tentacles now to go with him. So, here are the tentacles, which look very phallic. Which is of course awesome. And what we're going to do is just sink him down. Now, let's see. I'll have this one kind of rotated like that. And we'll sink it kind of as close to the wall as we can get it. So, let's have you, down there kind of thing. Oh! Rawr. That's too high. It needs to stay kind of covered up when it... There. Oh, even that's a bit high. There. Okay. So we've got one tentacle. We're going to put another one in, I think. About there. Boom. Done. So, we've got our Kraken in, I think. Oh! Very, very nice. Okay, we want to decorate this a little bit. Oh man, I've just noticed the Skull Rock. Oh, we're going to do things with that. I think we're going to do another set piece, guys. Strap yourselves in for this episode. What the hell am I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna like dress this up a little bit, maybe. What could we do? Now we could certainly plop some rocks in. There we go. You know, I'll play around with this like offline and make it look a bit better, but you get the kind of general gist of it, don't you? Yeah, I mean all these gaps and whatever need to be filled in. Let's plop a couple more. Yeah, that's too big. Just to kind of get the loop, the complete arch. Let's put one of these big ones at the top, shall we? Like that. Oh, and it's night time again. Yeah, we'll definitely build that. The only problem is, well, no, well, you're going to come up to that, and then hopefully, just as you come through, you're going to get surprised by the Kraken. I don't know. I may move this this boulder wall to somewhere else, maybe after the Kraken or something. Maybe we have a boulder wall in front of that cave. That's an idea, actually. We'll leave it like that for now. So we've got the Kraken in, we've got the galleons in. Cool. Right. Guys, I think I'll do some more work on this offline before the next episode, and when you come back, you'll see kind of like the finished deal. But I think it is time to take a bit of a ride on here and see what this all looks like in first person. Don't you think? Yeah, of course you do. Okay, let's click on you and camera, and let's go. Yeah, let's go first person. Oh, strap in, boys. As you can see, this slope down there is nice and smooth now. And down here, and we're going into the Cobra. Oh, nice. And then we come smoothly out of the Cobra, go into a loop, and then we're down into the hole. Pop up. Oh, we're going to hit the boss. Oh, the Kraken. Oh, my God. Oh, what the hell's this? Oh, my God, it's a pirate war. Oh, there's skeletons and all sorts. Then we go through the galleons. Oh, and then we're down into a hole. Oh, and then we're thrown a roll and another roll. Oh, my God. I'm going to lose my lunch. And then we just have this nice last kind of loop up here, and we slow right down, and we just catch the chain. And then we're going to be back up to the top. Let's switch to the cinematic. There we go. Gently getting taken back to the start. Do you want to see it with the cinematic cam? I hope you do, because I do. Because I haven't. That's the first time I've seen it. I didn't write. I just put all the stuff in and kind of left it at that. We'll have a ride with the cinematic cam. Oh, I think we're gonna have people. Look at all the people. Oh, we're gonna have. Oh, should we have some reactions? Oh, they're both forward facing. What the hell? Yeah, dude. He was doing devil fingers then. Did you see? We want cinematic. Right, so. Down into the hole. That's a lovely smooth ride down there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there we go. Whoa, they're loving it. Through the Cobra. Then into the loop. Down into the hole. Up through by the Kraken. Oh, Kraken tentacles. Oh, look. Oh, skeletons all over the place. Then down between the galleons. Oh, nice roll. And another one. And then round the cliff. And then gently coast up to the top. There you go. What do you think? Much, much better, isn't it? So there you go. That is the Skyfall coaster. Awesome sauce. Side order, cool beans. And there he goes. Right, so, do you want to see what the hell I put in that tunnel? Let's go and have a look, shall we? Where is it? It's over here. So, it's going, to be honest, it's going way too fast to see half of this. I should put something, potentially I should put something to slow it down. I put a couple of these barrel rolls here, but, like, your chances of seeing them are, like, next to 0. And even this skeleton, you hardly notice it because you fly by so quickly. But then you come up to this, and I've put in like a wall, like right across the tunnel, with stocked up with cannons and lanterns and whatever. We've got like prop cannons and then the firing cannons. Then you come through. You've got a couple of skeletons hanging up here, so it's a bit of a ghost train. And then you come through here, more cannons, more skulls and crossbones, and then you come out here and you come down to the galleons again. Whew, man. Well, there you go. I think we're making progress. We're making loads of progress. I am going to put another coaster in. I'm going to put a red coaster. And the red coaster is going to do kind of two things. It's going to go into the places, like all the little nooks and crannies where the blue one doesn't go, right? So, for example, the red coaster is going to run along this this kind of gorge down here. So it'll be going underneath the pirate fortress, which is going to be here. But it's also going to go into places like this, which the other coaster doesn't go into. And but it's also going to run alongside the blue coaster in some places. So I've got the idea that it'll come through this tunnel and then go down here, and it's going to be running in the opposite direction to the blue coaster, down that tunnel. And I was thinking it probably going to go down that tunnel, and then that comes up here, and then, I don't know, maybe go between the galleons, and then do kind of like a big loop up and something, and then come back down, and go into this trench, and go along here. Maybe do a couple of barrel rolls along here or something like that. If you've got any opinions, or any like particular places that you think it should go, or things it should do, then then give me a shout. Is the pirate boat running? Oh, there's a few people turning up. Give it a few seconds. Oh, there, see? Thought so. Now, this is what I want to show you down here. This hydraulic mechanism down here. And you can see at the moment it's kind of... But look, it's properly sprung. So that as the pirate boat goes up, like past it, it actually... And look, it's got tread on the tyres and everything. Like, how much more detail do you want? There's even scratches on it and things. Right, while we're here, let's go and have a bit of a ride, shall we? You want first person? Anybody want to throw up? God, I hate these things. These things make me so sick. Oh no, it makes me sick just watching it on a video game. Oh, at least it doesn't like go right over the top. Some of them do now. Let's have a bit of cinematic cam. Oh, yeah. You know, I said, like, I don't know, what was it, like 2-3 months ago? I said this was going to be an absolutely fantastic game. I spoke to the developers, and I just had this feeling that they were going to come up with something special. And they really have, haven't they? It's like everything I do, the game just gets better and better and better. Okay. Enough of me wittering on. Oh. I want to go on this now. I want to go and watch them swinging off the cliff. Let's go to the camp. And we want this. Oh my god! How high would that be? Oh, man. That is awesome. Can you hear that woman laughing? She's having a good time. Oh, it's slowing down now. Oh, it's a shame. Oh, never mind. We'll ride that another time. God, it's better than a day out at the theme park. Just playing this game. Alright, guys. That's it. What am I going to do kind of before the next episode? I'll probably start doing some more decorations. Oh, what? I found another decorative bush to use. This rhododendron bush. So I've kind of alternated these in some places. So I like replaced these, and I spaced the statues out a bit better along here. I want to start putting in food courts. I think that's going to be kind of the next episode, is either going to be doing some food courts or doing the big pirate fortress. If you want to vote, if you want to let me know what you think, leave me a comment. I'll catch you for the next one, guys. Peace out.